G'day, I'm Justin Porter, and first up I want to explain my last video on that garden orb spider. That's not a garden orb spider, that was an orb spider, and I'm a window cleaner and I was cleaning the windows at the fish and chip shop, and some people who eat at the fish and chip shop could be arachnophobic, so I had to reach up with my window cleaning pole, grab the spider down, and I was going to carry the spider to some nearby bushes, because these are good spiders. The spider had a big web and it had about 8 flies in the web, and they wrap up the flies in little things of web, and so they're good for keeping the insects down. These spiders are harmless. You know, they're big and scary looking, but they're harmless. And also in Australia we get big huntsman spiders, which are also harmless, and you can let them crawl onto your hand. And I've been bitten by a huntsman once. I picked up a huntsman with my fingers and it bit me. And a bee sting is a lot worse than a huntsman spider bite. So bee sting is a lot worse than a huntsman spider. And apparently the orb spiders is a bit like a mosquito bite. A bee is a lot worse. Australia also has bulljoe ants, the largest ants in the world. And one ant can kill a person. Look up them, bulljoe ants, or bull ants, or bulldog ants. And they bite and sting. And in Australia, about 15 people have been killed by bulldog ants, the largest ant in the world. Australia also has the most dangerous bird in the world, which is the cassowary. The cassowary, it's like an emu, but it's got blue head feathers and like an axe thing on its head, like an axe-like bony thing on its head. And when they're in the mating season, they have big claws on their feet, and they can rip a person down the guts with their big claw. They've got a big toe, and and a few people in Australia I don't know how many people have been killed by cassowaries, but it's the world's dangerous bird. Australia has the biggest bat, megabat, the flying fox, or the fruit bat, as you can call them. We also have the most dangerous bird in the world, the cassowary. We have the most dangerous ant, the bull ant. Now I know that fire ants are pretty dangerous too, and we're trying to get on top of the fire ant problem in Australia. And but that's not the point of my video. I just like to say that the video I made before the spider video, I get a lot of Christian trolls on my channel, you know, and I don't know why Christian trolls go on my atheist channel, but if you're happy being a Christian, stay a Christian. You know, don't watch my videos. If you're happy being a Christian and it gives you joy, remain a Christian. My videos are only for skeptical Christians who are questioning their beliefs, you know. And also, if you're a happy Jehovah's Witness, don't watch my videos, because you're probably happier staying a Jehovah's Witness, because I was really happy being a Jehovah's Witness. My videos are for skeptical Jehovah's Witnesses who aren't too happy with the religion. But if you're happy, don't watch, you know. And because sometimes it's happier to have to live in a happy delusion than face the cold, hard realities of atheism. And to me, losing everlasting life, the afterlife can be traumatic for a lot of people. So if you're happy in your religion, stay there. As I said, I think religion does a lot of good, but religion also causes a lot of harm. For instance, on A Current Affair tonight, on our Australia TV on the 6 o'clock news, 14 people in Queensland, Australia, from a Christian church called the Saints have been charged with manslaughter. 14 people in a church have been charged with manslaughter for denying an 8-year-old girl, an 8-year-old diabetic girl, her insulin. Now, if you're diabetic, you need insulin to live. And they denied her that because the church believed that Jesus could cure her of any sickness. And if Jesus wanted her in heaven, it doesn't matter if she dies, she's going to get resurrected up into heaven, and not to worry about that. And that's their religious belief, that man's medicine, don't trust man's medicine, trust God, trust Jesus, because he's the real healer. And they've been charged with manslaughter, and I think they get sentenced in a couple of months. So I don't know how long they're going to do in jail, but maybe Jehovah's Witnesses, maybe they should be charged for denying their children life-saving blood transfusions too. And maybe that should be the case too, because leave that alone. Tommy, leave it alone. What are you doing? Leave the fly screen alone. What is that? Tommy the cat. Don't you damage that fly screen. What you doing? Is there a frog or something? No, you can't. You're going to damage it. I'll close it because I'm just closing it. I don't want him to damage the fly screen here. Yeah, and so because there's so many children that have died from not having blood transfusions because their parents deny them the blood transfusions. And there was a time years ago where Jehovah's Witnesses denied their members organ transplants because they viewed that as cannibalism, organ transplants. But now Jehovah's Witnesses allow organ transplants, and also Jehovah's Witnesses allow blood fractions, but not whole blood. So, but as I said, if you are a Christian troll, why watch my videos? Because, you're not going to convert me. And if you're happy being a Christian, well, it's good. Because some bits of religion are good, some bits of religion are bad, And the way I look at it, I'm happy being an atheist, having one life. As Mark Twain said, Mark Twain died in 1910, he's born in 1835. He said, "I'm not afraid of being dead. I was dead for billions upon billions of years before I was born, and I never suffered the slightest inconvenience from it." So, you won't get to experience, we all get to experience dying, but the dead don't get to experience death. Neither do the living experience death, because the day you're born, you're always conscious, even when you're dreaming at night. I suppose at night we might get 1 hour of really deep, deep sleep where we don't dream. That's the closest thing we get to death. So just think, every night you go to bed, you can call that death rehearsal. Every night you go to bed, you can call that death rehearsal. So, So if you see a orb spider, look them up on YouTube, an orb spider. They're harmless, or a garden orb spider. Leave them alone. Don't hurt them. They are harmless. They can't hurt you. They keep down the insects. See huntsman spiders, leave them alone too. They're harmless. I have been bitten by a huntsman, and it just felt like a jab jabbed by a pin, and it was a little bit itchy later, but, you know, bees are a lot worse. And just about a week ago, we had a brown snake in our backyard, a brown snake, which was probably about a metre long, which is about 3 feet. And brown snakes, they're deadly too. Brown snakes are a caramel blonde colour, brown snakes. And if you get bitten by a brown snake, they can kill you within half an hour unless you get anti-venin. And if you do get the anti-venin, you'll be in hospital for a week, because you have to have anti-venin for a couple of days in hospital. So brown snakes like to hang around where people are, because brown snakes like rodents. And brown snakes, look them up on YouTube, the eastern brown snake, east coast of Australia, or the king brown, or we just call them brown snakes. And there was anti-venin for them, but they have killed more Australians than any other animal on earth. Oh, snake in Australia. They're the biggest killer. We have copperheads that are dangerous, red-belly black snakes that are timid, but they can kill you, you know. So, yeah. So that's all I wanted to say, and have a nice night, and don't forget, an apple a day keeps God away.